Since the launch and popularity of ChatGPT, the question arises whether or not ChatGPT will replace all of the other AI copywriters in the market. And I personally think that this is a very fair question because right now ChatGPT is completely free for users up to a certain limit, but it's also really good, very user-friendly and very easy to use. It's been one of the most popular tools in the last decade, and users are very impressed and happy with the quality that they're getting back when using ChatGPT. So the question naturally arises, if ChatGPT is free, why would someone else want to pay for another AI copywriter? So in short, I don't think that ChatGPT will replace all AI copywriters, but I definitely think that it changes the landscape of the AI copywriting market. And what I mean by that, if you're an AI copywriter and you're generating subpar or very generic content, then I don't think you'll be able to survive for a very long time. Because one, people have the options to using ChatGPT, and there's also much other very high quality AI copywriters in the market because they've recognized that if they want to stay ahead and if they want to keep consumers, they have to provide something that ChatGPT doesn't provide. So here are some of the things that I think AI copywriters will need to do and implement within the future if they would like to stay afloat and be a viable option alongside with ChatGPT. Number one is, if you're an AI copywriter, but you're only producing generic or out-of-the-box content that anyone can get from using the playground mode or just integrating their app with GPT-3, then I don't think you'll be surviving for very long because people have so many options at this time. So you need to be able to differentiate your outputs from the generic out-of-the-box content that you can get back from Playground in order for people to choose you over all of these other tools. So a couple of ways in which you can do that is by providing more customized or personalized content. And this is what Jasper AI is starting to do. And I think many other AI copywriters will follow. Essentially, they're allowing users to input their own data so that the AI will learn their own style, their branding, their voice, and be able to generate content that's more aligned with the brand or the voice of that individual or the company. So this way you're able to get more customizable and personalized outputs compared to any generic output that you can get from using ChatGPT or GPT-3. So I think having that level of customizability within your AI copywriter will allow users to really find your content valuable compared to another AI copywriter or ChatGPT. So that's the first point. If you want to be able to differentiate yourself and have a valuable position within the AI copywriting space, you need to be able to have users customize their outputs based upon their own data. The second way in which I think AI copywriters can differentiate themselves from ChatGPT is through prompt engineering. So some people are familiar with using prompt engineering on ChatGPT and are able to get back really high quality outputs. But for the majority of people that are out there, they don't really know what prompt engineering is and how to use the right prompts. So if you can implement prompt engineering within your GPT-3 model, then you can be able to get the same or even better outputs for specific use cases. For example, let's say I wanted to create a high quality LinkedIn post generator that uses GPT-3 technology. On one hand, the user can go over to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to write them a LinkedIn post for a specific topic. And if they were to do that, they would most likely get a very generic output from the AI. But if they were to use your tool and you've implemented some very effective prompts within your LinkedIn post generator, then you should be able to get more human-like and more targeted content for the LinkedIn post in which you're trying to create. So essentially, by using prompt engineering, you can improve your output quality for your AI copywriters, and that's another way in which you can differentiate and have a unique value proposition within your AI copywriter. The third way that I see AI copywriters being able to differentiate themselves from ChatGPT is by making their content less detectable by AI detection tools. So right now, if you generate content on ChatGPT without any unique or in-depth prompt engineering, then you will be able to detect that AI content very easily using any one of the AI detection tools. But if you can have those prompts already built into your AI copywriters, so when people are able to generate content, that content will be less likely to be detected by AI, that will also be a unique value proposition and an angle in which you can have within your AI copywriter that is not currently available on ChatGPT. So again, that's another way in which AI copywriters can differentiate themselves from ChatGPT. And the fourth way in which I believe AI copywriters can differentiate themselves from ChatGPT is through their long form content generation. Currently, there is a limit on how long pieces of content you can generate from ChatGPT. If you ask ChatGPT to generate you a 1,000 word blog post, it is very unlikely that it'll do so. You can probably get a 500 word blog post pretty easily, but to get to 1,000 word, it would be very difficult for the AI to write out a full article with just one prompt. So that is another way in which companies can differentiate. They can have models, or they can have templates that allow you to generate high quality long form content that you can't currently generate on ChatGPT. And the last way that I believe AI copywriters can differentiate themselves from ChatGPT is by offering SEO optimized content. And this relates mostly to long form content, because that is the content that needs to be SEO optimized so that it can be ranked on Google. Right now, if you were to generate content from ChatGPT, it would not be SEO optimized or SEO optimized for any specific search terms. So that's another way in which companies and AI copywriters can differentiate themselves, by having SEO specific features included in their AI copywriters, so that users can not only just generate content, they can also optimize their content all within one place. So these are a couple of ways in which normal AI copywriters can differentiate themselves from ChatGPT. And I believe that companies that are able to do the things that I mentioned, such as being able to create customized outputs with user data, being able to generate longer forms of content with shorter inputs, being able to be focused on prompt engineering and getting the best content out from the most effective prompts, and also reducing AI detection and including SEO optimized content. And companies that implement these things that I mentioned in this video will not just only survive during this time, they'll actually thrive in this changing AI copywriting space. As we saw earlier in the year, ChatGPT really shook things up within the AI copywriting space. I did see some stats that Jasper AI did lose some website visitors and some other smaller AI copywriters as well, because it just made sense. People saw that they have a free option that was giving the same or even better outputs from some of the AI copywriters that they were using. And a lot of companies have pivoted to try to improve their outputs and really try to get the most out of GPT-3 right now, which is what most of these AI copywriters are built upon. It is interesting to see what will happen once the ChatGPT API is available, to see how that will affect content generation. It's going to be interesting to see if companies like Jasper will switch over to ChatGPT or they'll continue running GPT-3. But again, time will only tell as we continue to keep an eye on the AI copywriting space. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something new and got some valuable insights. If you did, don't forget to let it be known by giving us a big thumbs up and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, stay well.